have my notes in front of my face so I don't, like, ramble. So, Act 1, we got the Capulet Ball. There is a lot, and I mean a lot, that this opera glosses over or, like, doesn't include entirely. Like, basically the entire character of Juliette's mom. Irrelevant for this assignment, but worth noting in general. So, the chorus comes and explains, like, hey, they are beefing. The Montagues and the Capulets are beefing. They are fighting, and they've been fighting for a long time. Just know that. Tybalt is discussing Juliette to Paris, who she's supposed to be, like, forced to marry in, I don't know, like a week's time or something like that. And, like, they see her, but she doesn't say anything. She's just there. And then Romeo and Mercutio and Benvolio have their whole thing about Queen Mab, which is, like, nonsense, more or less. But they decide they're going to sneak into the Capulet masked ball. And just after that happens, or at least insofar as the action of the plot goes, Gertrude and Juliette are getting ready for the ball. And Gertrude is like, you gotta marry Paris. And Juliette's like, no! I don't want to. I just want to be free. Just leave me alone. I'm just a girl. Literally, she's just a girl. So they have this conversation. Nothing really actually comes of it. She just says all this, and then she goes downstairs to the ball. And Romeo and Juliette meet. Instant love. Insta love. Hard eyes and everything. Oh my God. Head over heels. And there's, like, a hasty remasking. Tybalt's like, that fucker Romeo. Well, I don't remember if he knows it's Romeo or not, but he's like, that guy, I don't like that guy. And so Tybalt knows bare minimum he belongs to the House of Montague. That I remember. But Tybalt's like, I don't like that Montague guy. And Juliette's like, what? And then somewhere in the conversation, it's also revealed that she's Capulet daughter, blah, 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 blah. Act 2 is literally the entire balcony scene, which is crazy. Crazy. There was so much that happens between that ball and the balcony scene in the play. Crazy. We just glossed over a bunch of stuff, but not important. So Stefano gets Romeo into the garden through his little boy nefarious means. And Romeo hides out there. Juliette comes to the balcony and she's like, oh my God, I love him. Oh. And he's like, hey, it's me, that guy you love. We love each other. And then they sang a very long duet. And they're like, we're going to get married. We're going to get married. We're going to get married right now. And again, a lot happens between the balcony scene and the marriage scene in the play. But we're not going to discuss any of that. None of it at all. Especially not Paris. We're not going to talk about him enough. So they go to Friar Frère Laurent, who is in prison. Well, no, this just happens in the prison, but, like, not the point. So they go get married. No one knows except Gertrude. Gertrude knows. And then they sing more, and then Tybalt challenges Romeo to a duel. Oh, they're gonna kill each other. And Romeo's like, no, I'm not gonna do that, bro. I'm not gonna do that. But Tybalt doesn't know that they're family now. But Romeo's like, I'm not gonna do that, bro. So then, and this all happens, like, pretty much the way it happens in the plot. Like, Mercutio fights Tybalt. Mercutio is killed. Romeo is very mad that Mercutio is killed and then kills Tybalt. And then he's sent away. So he goes and spends one more night with Juliette at the top of Act 4. And her parents are like, you are going to marry Paris. And she's like, no! No! So after she's told, like, you are going to marry Paris, she goes to Friar Lawrence and is like, help me. I will not marry him. And he's like, well, I'm going to give you this special potion. And it's going to make you seem very dead. You're not going to be dead, but it's going to make you seem very dead. So they're supposed to place her in the tomb where she looks very dead. And then Romeo's going to come get her. I don't think Romeo knows about this. In fact, I know Romeo doesn't know about this. Romeo does not know this is the plan. So he hears Juliette is dead and he's like, woo! He's very upset. He's very, very upset. So he rushes in there and he thinks she's dead, and he drinks actual poison because he's like, if you're gonna be dead, I'm gonna be dead too. And so he kills himself. Then Juliette like wakes up and sees him dying, and they have another duet. Oh, they sing together so much. Like, yikes. It's a lot. She wakes and finds him dying. They sing together a fourth time. And she's like, well, now I'm actually gonna kill myself. And so he's dead. She kills herself. And star-crossed lovers, their deaths make the family better. They're like, maybe we shouldn't be beefing because our beef killed our children. That's Romeo and Juliette. Juliette. That's it. That's what we know. 7 minutes. I ramble.